of the world's most popular social media sites, and now a judge ruling Meta, which owns Instagram and Facebook, must face a Massachusetts lawsuit accusing it of being purposefully addictive to children.
Our next guest, who used to work at Facebook, says these companies have finally been caught red-handed. Heritage Foundation Tech Policy Director Kara Frederick is here to explain. Kara, great to see you this morning. You know, it seems to me that every product, social media or any other, wants to make their product more popular. Everyone buy more Coke, buy whatever, Coca-Cola. How does social media walk this line of not making their product addictive, but making it more popular to the consumer?
You know, it's a hard consumer question, business question, but thus far, I think big tech companies have gotten it very, very wrong. And so this reckoning is really overdue. And I say that because we know from all of these lawsuits, Meta was also sued by 41 state attorneys general. And in the discovery phase, we've now gotten unredacted documents that say, hey, we've got these companies dead to rights. They tried to capitalize on elements of youth psychology that would render them subject to impulse, peer pressure, and potential harmful and risky behaviors, and yet they continued to try to make these products more and more attractive to younger and younger audiences. They called, after discovering this, they called preteens, 9 to 11-year-olds, a valuable but untapped audience and created a team to try to get those kids onto these products. That, to me, is very, very incriminating when you look at, they know it's addictive, they know it's harmful, and they continue to try to attract younger and younger kids. Big problem for Facebook.
So I'm a mom. Listen, I'm paying attention to all of this, and I agree it's addictive. By the way, it's addictive for us as adults. Yeah. I mean, we have to be on our phones for our show, and I have to remind myself, and sometimes my kids and my husband have to remind me to get off the phone. So we know it's addictive. That's clear. But I'm curious about what Will was saying, because how is it different than food? I mean, we know they're producing ultra-processed foods that are bad for you and are addictive and make you fat and aren't good for you. So I am curious, what is this balance?
So the research is starting to really harden a causal relationship between younger kids and life satisfaction. You'll find 2 data points really interesting, I think, and Americans will as well. Cambridge in 2022 in the UK, they found there was an inverse relationship between the use of these products and life satisfaction in sensitive periods of adolescence, okay? So we know that. Number 2, 2023, UNC neuroscientists, they found that habitual social media use is actively rewiring the brains of children as young as 12 years old. So yes, while diet and nutrition and whatnot matter, when your brain is legitimately being rewired by these companies and these companies know it and yet continue on, I think that's when, as industry, you have to make a determination and say, okay, we know that we're more concerned about user experience at this point because what we're doing is a net negative for the next generation, and then move forward designing your products in recognition of that fact. And thus far, we do not have them doing that. We have them doing the exact opposite. So I think that's how you tread that line. If you're a big tech company, you look to the user experience, particularly its effects on children first, and then you iterate from there. And these tech companies are not doing it, so they need to be held to account for that.
A big red flag ought to be the fact that most of these big company execs don't let their own children play with their products. Meta issued a statement to Fox Business saying, we disagree with the court's decision. We've developed numerous tools to support parents and teens, and we recently announced that we're significantly changing the Instagram experience for tens of millions of teens with new teen accounts, protected experience for teens that automatically limit who can contact them and the content they can see, but they still don't let their children watch their own product.
Yeah. That statement wasn't very reassuring to me.
No.
Anyway, Kara, it's so great having you. Thanks for joining.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.